This is Dylan Lee, one of the magnet teachers at Lee High School, and today in this video I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that you can upload files for free to the internet and then share those files with Miss Megan Carroll, our vice principal in charge of magnet, and with any magnet teachers that you need to send application information to. Some of you will be submitting videos, some of you will be submitting images, and if you're applying for visual arts or photography, you may want to submit multiple images in a portfolio. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. We're going to start with the simplest. We're going to start with using your phone to upload and share videos. Now for all of this, we're going to use Google Drive because many of you have a Google account already set up through the school. And if you don't, you can always set one up for free. So if you're using a phone, the first thing you'll want to do is download the Google Drive application and then sign in to your account. When you open it up, you're going to see a plus button. You're going to hit that at the bottom right hand corner. And then you're going to want to create new and choose to upload a photo or video. Make sure that you give the Google Drive application access to your photos and videos. Once you pull up your camera roll, you can see your recents, your screenshots, any videos that you favorited, and perhaps any videos that you've downloaded. We're going to go ahead and choose recent. We're going to choose a video from the list and we're going to let it upload. It'll take some time to upload, so you'll want to let that process depending on the size of your video and the quality of your video. And then what I would do is I would close out of Google Drive, so shut that program down, then reopen it, and then pull down to refresh just to make sure all your current files are showing up. There's the file that I just uploaded. It's a .mov, that means it's a video file, it's a movie file. We're going to click on the three dots in the upper right hand corner of that tile, and it's going to bring up a menu, and we're going to go to share. Once we go to share, we're going to click down here on who has access, and then down where it says link, we're going to go to change. And once it does that, you'll see that it has turned on a feature called link sharing, and it has copied the link. So anybody who has this link can click on it and see your video. Now we're going to go to whatever email program you use. It could be Gmail, it could be Yahoo. This is Microsoft Outlook. Then we're going to write a new email, and we're going to paste that link in here. There it is. That's your Google Drive link. And now we're going to send it to me. And then we're going to put in the subject Virtual Magnet Audition, and then we're going to make sure to put our name and the grade that we're going into. So 9th or 10th grade, 11th grade. I'm going to put 10th grade just for this example, and then I'm going to send. And it's really as simple as that. At that point, you have sent a link to the magnet teacher or Miss Carroll that has your video. This works for individual image files. It works for audio files. Anything that you want to share, as long as you first uploaded it to Google Drive and then shared it with a link. And now we're going to move on to sharing files on the computer. I'm going to show you two different ways. The next way I want to show you is creating a Google slide, which is like a PowerPoint, and then sharing that. A Google slide is going to let you upload multiple images, videos, audio files, and if there's a written component to your audition, if you have questions to answer or an artist statement to write, you can also do all of that in Google Slides. That way we have one document that you're sharing that has all of your information. Okay, for our Google Slide tutorial, we're just going to go into Google Slides, make sure we're signed into our Gmail account. Then we're going to click blank. We're going to open up a new presentation. And you can see it's got some text boxes already there for you, so I'm going to go ahead and use those text boxes, and I'm going to create a virtual portfolio for Lee High School's visual arts. And then I'm going to put the artist's name to make sure that the teacher knows who this belongs to. I'm going to create a new slide, and I'm going to alter these text boxes. This is kind of the fast and easy way to do this. We don't want you guys to have to work too hard to do these auditions. So I'm just going to resize these text boxes. And I'm going to create a slide with an image that has a piece of art from one of our students. And I'm going to put this in. This is all to Miss Johnson's standard. This is Miss Jessica Johnson, who's our visual arts teacher. This is the way she wants it to be formatted. So we put in the art piece there. And then we're going to go and change the title. Miss Johnson and Mr. Moore want the title. The title of this piece is The Guardian. And then we're going to put the year it was painted, the size of the artwork, and then the mediums that we used to create it. In this case, it's chalk pastel, colored pencil, watercolor, and charcoal. Then the next thing we're going to do is duplicate this slide. So we're just going to make an exact copy because we already have our format. Again, this is the fast and easy way to do it. So we're going to duplicate that slide, and then we're just going to delete the image. So we're going to put a new image in. So we're going to choose a different picture. This is not called The Guardian, obviously, so we're going to change the title. And then we're also going to change the dimensions and the medium. We don't have to change the year on this one. They were both done by one of our student artists in 2019, but it was used some different formatting, so we changed that. Now I'm going to show you how to start basically from a completely blank slide that doesn't have any text boxes, so you can create your own. So we're going to go up and choose a text box. I'm going to draw the text box, and this time we're going to create a slide with a video embedded on it from YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and give it a title. The video that we're going to share from YouTube is Senior Signing Day 2020. This is a video that the Media Arts Magnet created for our seniors who accepted scholarship offers. I want to change the title size and make it a little bigger. I'm going to center it, and I'm going to make it bold. That way it stands out a little bit. So I created that text box from scratch. Pretty simple. If you've ever used PowerPoint, it's very much the same. All right, now I'm going to insert a video. There's a couple of different ways to share the video. I can upload from YouTube, I can put a link, or I can share a video that I've uploaded to Google Drive. I'm actually going to go ahead and just put in a video that's already uploaded onto our YouTube channel. I'm just going to search for it by typing in Legion Media, which is our YouTube channel, and it pulls up a bunch of different videos, and I'm going to click that one and hit select. And then it's just going to pop that into our presentation. And now I'm just going to put in a little more information about this video. So I'm going to create another text box, and I'm going to drop it over here to the side. And then I'm just going to briefly describe what this video is. And I kept it pretty simple. You can go into more detail if you like. I'm going to change the font size, make it a little easier to read. And then the next thing I want to show you is how to upload a video to Google Drive through your computer, and how to share that video in a Google Slide presentation. Okay, now we're going to upload on our computer in our web browser. It's a very similar process to what I've shown you on the iPhone. We're going to go to the Google Drive website, and then I'm just going to drag over a window that I already had open that had some files in it. This is probably the easiest way to upload a file to Google Drive. Just drag the window over, find the file that you want. I'm just going to choose this one up top, and I'm going to just click it and drag it, and a little green plus sign is going to show up. And when I do that, it'll start to upload, and you'll see that little blue circle as it spins around and around as it starts to fill up in the lower right hand corner. That will upload. Now it's uploaded, but it may take a little bit to process. So after it's uploaded, you may want to just refresh the page, and you can do that on a Windows computer by hitting Control R, and on a Mac by Command R. Now here we're going to file upload a different way. We're going to click New and click File. I'm going to choose a different video and click Open, and that's going to upload it. You can tell it's uploading because the little blue circle's filling up again. And then if I refresh it again, you're going to see the two files that I just uploaded. Now here are two files that I had already uploaded. I want these to be shareable, so I want to be able to share these in my Google slide presentation I was making earlier. I'm going to right click on it and go to share. And then I'm going to go down here where it says get link, and I'm going to change it from restricted to anyone with a link. And once I've done that, anyone who has a link to this file can view it. Then here's an audio track that I also want to put in my Google Slides. I'm going to share it as well. Go down to get link, click change, go from restricted to anyone with a link, and click done. Once I've clicked done, both of those files can be shared. So I can go back into the Google Slide, open up a new slide. I'm going to give it a title. This is going to be another video, and it's going to be DIY camera tricks, which I just shared. I'm going to center it, make it bold, and then I'm going to go to insert and video, and instead of going to YouTube, I'm going to go to Drive. And if I go to recent, you can see that recent video I uploaded, the DIY camera tricks. And it's going to take a while to format it, but once it's formatted, it will show up in your slide. I'm going to create a new slide again. Now I'm going to create a new slide again, and I'm just going to call this music recording by the band Bad Robot, which I downloaded off the internet. And then I'm going to center that title and add audio. And I'm going to again add it from my drive. And then it's going to bring up this little icon that shows that there's audio embedded into this slide. There's a little play button and volume control, so whoever looks at this slide in the future can control the audio that I've just uploaded. So you've got your title, you've got a couple of photo samples, you've got your video samples, one from YouTube and one that you've shared from your Google Drive. And now I'm going to share it. So I'm going to give it a name and hit share. And again, I'm going to get link. And then I'm going to make it shareable with anyone that has a link. And I'm going to copy that link. And I'm just going to copy that link, and I'm going to go to my email. Of course, you can use whatever email that you want. I'm going to create an email to Miss Carol, our assistant principal in charge of Magnet. And then I'm going to give it a title. I'm going to call it Magnet Virtual Auditions. And then I'm going to make sure I include my name and the grade I'm going into. Just for this example, I'm going to say that I'm going into 9th grade. And then I'm going to go down and hit paste. Right click and click paste. And then that's my link. And I'm going to send it. I sent a copy to myself just to be sure. And now once Miss Carol or myself or any other Magnet teacher receives that link, they're going to be able to copy it and paste it into their web browser. And your slideshow is going to pop up. And they're going to be able to see everything that you want them to. They're going to see your title screen, your photos, and they're going to have a video, this one embedded from YouTube and this one from your Google Drive, and you can see it plays just fine. And then if you've got some audio that you've shared, maybe a music track that you've recorded, you can share that as well. Now remember, it will not play unless you have gone to share in your Google Drive and you have changed it to anyone with a link on the internet. If it's still restricted, you'll notice if I change that video file and that audio file to restricted, and then I go back to your Google slide, when I go to play your video, it's going to say request access. And then when I go to play your audio, it's going to say the same thing. So remember, you have to go in and change from restricted to anyone on the internet with the link can view, and that's in the share settings of that particular file in Google Drive. And in the earlier tutorial, I uploaded a couple of video files. I'm going to show you really quickly how to just go to one of those video files or a picture or any file that you've uploaded to Google Drive and share it. So just like before, you go into change and anyone with a link. And then it'll create a link and you'll go to copy link. And then again, you'll go to whatever email program you want to use. I'm just using my school email. I'm going to send this to Miss Carol, and I'm going to send it to myself too, just to make sure it works. And I'm going to call it Virtual Magnet Audition. And I'm going to say this is for Media Arts, which is my program. And I'm going to include my name and a grade. I'm going to say 9th grade again. Then go down to the body of the email and hit paste. And that's my link. Then I'm going to add a description of the video before I send it, just so anybody who watches it kind of knows what it's about. I'm going to make sure that Miss Carol knows that this video is a PSA about the dangers of social media. It's a little PSA that we put in a PSA competition this year. Ended up being chosen for an award for this district, and then I'm going to send it. Once that Magnet teacher gets that link, they can just copy and paste it into their web browser, and they'll be able to watch your video. Doesn't even matter if they're signed into Google or not. They can still watch your video. They can download your video. So there's a lot of options to do this virtual audition. You can send us individual files. You can send us individual videos using Google Drive and sharing those links. You can also create a slideshow, which is what Visual Art Magnet and Photography Magnet would prefer. And then you can share that slideshow. Well, I hope this helps all of you create a portfolio for the Lee High School Creative and Performing Arts Magnet. And we look forward to seeing you all next year in the hallways of Lee High School. Thanks again for watching. Stay safe and stay healthy.